Fight!
Say with me now, Chad. Here it is. Say with me now. Arigato! Yay! Oh, it's not done. There it is. Welcome, chat, to the stream, to the review. As you asked, man, is Chris talking about the movie with Jackie Chan, John Cusack, and Adrian Brody? Just the one. Just the one. The historical epic action film, as it's called. Now, the movie goes and it's like, yes, this is technically based on, you know, real world events that happened, you know, 1,000 years ago, about like around 50 BC, 50 years before my main man JC was birthed and everything. But it centers on this Chinese, I guess it's weird, it's like this Chinese militia who protect the Silk Road, and they have a goofy fucking name, by the way, and their encounters with a Roman legion and all the squabbles that's happened in Rome, a lot of, you know, conspiracy type shit, chap, that kind of thing. But the film opens up it takes place in like northwest China, apparently on the Silk Road, which people don't know. Silk Road was this pathway from all the way to, you know, mainland China, all the way to Europe and the Roman Empire. And so trade would go back and forth, silk, spices, you know, gold, technology, all that kind of thing. And people loved the Silk Road a lot, but everyone wanted the goddamn Silk Road. They wanted more of that goddamn silk. And so here's the thing, you're gonna need people to protect it. And lo and behold, we got fucking Jackie Chan as, what's his name? Huan. And he's part of it. I don't think this is an actual name of the organization that protected the Silk Road. I don't think this is historically accurate, chap. But we're going to go with it. I'll let the movie tell its story, and then you could be the judge. You can hear from me, chat, and then we'll figure it out. But Jackie Chan, he's the leader of the Silk Road Protection Squad. Now, is it just me, or but to hear the words Silk Road Protection Squad, that doesn't really immediately jump to mind when you're thinking of ancient China and its interactions with Rome, right? That's bullshit. I think we can all agree about that. Purple Canary, welcome to stream. Hensel, I'm doing very well, man. I'm doing very good. Talking about this new movie, Dragon Blade. Purple Canary, good night. Okay, see ya. Oh, I heading out to Mexinose? Hey, I gotta go, Sally. Heading to the movies to watch Bad Boys. Have a great night, everyone. No, thank you to Mexinose. I hope you have a great night as well. Thank you so much. But Jackie Chan, he's the leader of the Silk Road Protection Squad. And his job, much like the name of his organization suggests, is to protect the Silk Road. And, there are apparently at least 36 different empires all vying for that Silk Road goodness. They all want to control it. And he's like, hey, don't fucking fight, guys. We're all about peace. And in the opening, he is basically stopping this fucking war, this onslaught from occurring between, I think, the Huns and another Asian Middle East empire. You know, it's not very distinct. After a while, they don't even bother naming half of them. It's like, all right, there's them, there's the guys with the funny hats, the guys with the other funny hats, the guys who are the legionnaires, the Chinese army. That's all you need to know. It's like, all right, fine. I mean, you could have given them a name at least, but he basically stops the conflict. Hey, guys, listen, we all love the Silk Road. We all love our spices. We all love our gold and jewels and shit. Let's not fucking ruin a good thing. And the Huns are like, fuck that. We want all of this, all right? And those people are making fun of us, calling us goddamn savages. You know, savages, that's kind of a slur. Again, a lot of ignorance in, 2,000 years ago. People weren't very respectful of one another. And Jackie Chan's like, listen, we all say these horrible things. He's like apparently 2,000 years ahead of his time. He's like, listen, let's respect all cultures and races, man. He's throughout this film, he's getting very philosophical about a lot of things. It's like, let's let bygones be bygones, man. Words mean nothing, man. It's actions. And you can act peaceful in this situation. And the Huns are like, nah. And they immediately tried to attack the opposing army. But Jackie Chan and the Silk Road Protection Squad fucking stop him. And the thing is, and this is like, okay, props to Jackie Chan. He doesn't want to kill anybody. He actually beats the shit out of some people. Disarms them. He's doing that drunken master kung fu, which is that called drunken kung fu or whatever? I believe that's what it is. Chris, I am out. Much love. Sorry I'm out. No problem, Hensel. Oh, playing Telltale's The Walking Dead, the final season. Hey, man, that is a great final season. That, to me, that's my second favorite season of the entire Telltale series, matter of fact. My favorite after the first. So enjoy yourself. Have a great night. But he basically stops the Huns from taking out this other army. It's basically him, going hand to hand, doing the whole, weird Jackie Chan shit, where he's like play fighting to a certain degree. Like, he's not actually attacking them. He's just using their weight and their physical motion against them. But then the Huns are like, okay, we got to set out our best guy. But in this case, it's a girl. And she's really good. She's very talented. She's kicking Jackie Chan's ass. But, again, he hasn't revealed his full power. He hasn't reached his ultimate form yet. And he's like, okay, this girl's pretty goddamn good. So I got to up my game now because her fucking flunkies, ain't shit. And so they start tussling and everything. And by the way, very important detail. She hasn't revealed her face. She has like this veil on it, even though you can clearly see underneath it. But it's like, okay, it's for her culture. I understand. I get it. Again, like Jackie Chan, I'm not disrespecting your culture, okay? I mean, the goddamn movie won't do you the good graces of telling what culture you belong to. But at least like, hey, okay, we're all equal. We're on a good playing field. That's nice. So they start tussling. Again, a lot of action scenes in this film, Chad. It'll be hard for me to describe all the action scenes that happen. It's hard to keep track of them. They all kind of jumble up in my head. But they start, fighting, pretty evenly matched, I'd say. And at one point, he accidentally takes off the veil. And she's all, like, flustered. She's like, oh, what the oh. And then the battle just ends. He's like, all right, well, I'm glad we came to a peaceful arrangement. The opposing army, they're going to leave now, and I'll go back with you to make sure that you're doing okay. And so she takes him back to her pleasure tent. And she's like, okay, let's fucking do it. And she drops everything, chat. It's like she needed like a zipper. By the way, she's like wearing armor and fur and leather straps everywhere. And she apparently just presses the button. All that shit comes off right in front of Jackie Chan, who does a fucking spit take, like one of those. And he's like, oh! But Jackie Chan, always the respectful man, always a man about peace. Eye contact after that spit take. Guys, like, I don't know what's happening here, but this is not what I intended. I am a married man. Oh, Sarah, thank you for the 1 biddy. She was ready, D. Carlock. She was ready. And she wanted to get grooving and moving. And she's like, well, listen, you removed my veil, and according to my culture, if you do that, I have to wed and bed you. Technically, we're already married at that point because you removed it, which, again, weird. But I'm not disrespecting it. That's the way it is. I don't think it's historically accurate. But I'll accept it for the movie. I'll take what the movie's telling me as fact, chat. As fact. And he's like, you know what? Now you're great and everything. I'm just going to get going. Got to protect the Silk Road with the Silk Road Protection Squad. He fucking heads off. And so then he heads back to his unnamed city. That's the actual name of the city, chat. Him and his protection squad head back to the unnamed city where all these different cultures live amongst each other. Chinese, Indian, Middle Eastern, Europeans. Like, this is a hodgepodge, a cultural melting pot, if you will, chat. And so he then goes up to the school, the unnamed city school, because again, it's just called the unnamed city. Everything says unnamed in this goddamn place. Oh, Sarah, thank you! All I have to do is remove a veil and is married? Yeah, pretty much. It's easy. You can trap a man. Just like that. Purple Canary. Chat, can anyone tell me what the hell Chris is talking about? I'm talking about the film Dragon Blade, man. When the fucking Chinese army met the Roman army, and they came to peace. You know, first they opposed one another back in the day, but good old Jackie Chan's like, let's not fight, man. Let's enjoy the bounties of the Silk Road. And John Cusack went, you know what, man, let's do it. And they were doing really well for themselves, but then fucking Adrian Brody came in and ruined it for everybody. But we're not there yet. We're not at John Cusack, or we're not at Adrian Brody at this point. We're still at Jackie Chan, and he's going to goddamn school at the unnamed city. So he goes in there, and we meet his wife, and she's the school teacher for all a group of children. Again, Chinese, various Middle Eastern, empires and all that. Europeans, like, again, a hodgepodge. How does she know how to speak all these languages to these kids? I don't know. The movie doesn't give a shit. I guess you just assume that they all speak Mandarin. I'll go with it, chat. But she's teaching these kids. Jackie Chan's like, hey, I love you when you're teaching these kids. Fucking peace. He's excited about it. And then, they go back home. He's telling her, I know I told you that I was going to bring back like a whole bunch of money because we're the protection squad. We get paid a lot by the emperor to do that kind of thing. But I've actually again, good guy Jackie Chan, to emphasize the fact that he is the best guy and we should love him no matter what. I've actually been giving all of my earnings to support our family because as a school teacher, you don't make anything. They don't give you anything. Terrible education program in the unnamed city. I've been giving all my money to my sick and wounded soldiers so they could live and they could have a happy life with their families, exception of us. And she's like, I'm glad you did that. Not bothered at all that they have no money, but apparently live very wealthily. They got a nice house. They're drinking a lot of that alcoholic drink. I guess it's not sake. What's the Chinese liqueur, chat? Because they drink that a lot in the film, but they never say what it is. They don't say it, but he's like, hey, but they enjoy it. They're just fucking drinking. Maybe that's what it is. They actually just drink their sorrows away, chat. Because their marriage, there's not a lot going on there, not a lot of chemistry. He has about 3 scenes with her. This is the first of the scenes, and there's a second scene, and then there's a third scene. That's it in the movie. This is the first one. So they're drinking, and then all of a sudden, the Silk Road Protection Squad, his guys, they come up and say, hey, man, the Chinese emperor's troops are here. They want to talk to you. They're arresting our people. And he's like, what? Why are they doing that? We're the Silk Road Protection Squad. So he rides off. He goes to meet him. They already got his boys arrested and everything. And the main leader says, hey, Jackie Chan, we had your guys here. Apparently, we found them trying to smuggle gold on the Silk Road. And they had a missive that they stole from somebody, and they were trying to get over. And the guys were saying, no, we didn't steal the gold. No, we were protecting the gold, and we found these other guys who are already dead. And so the conspiracy starts to form. Jackie Chan's like, all right, this isn't right. I mean, I know my guys. I know that they wouldn't betray me. I have my right-hand man who was, totally with them during that event, and he's not arrested at all. And so I trust him with my life. And so, listen, something was afoot, but for the sake of everyone here, just take me. Don't take them, take me. I'm the one responsible. And the goddamn Chinese leader says, yeah, that's a good idea. I'll take you and everyone else. And he just rounds them up. And this is the part of the movie that gets a little confusing, chat. So he rounds everyone up except Jackie Chan's right-hand man. It's like, okay, whatever. We're just going to let him go for now. And he comes back towards... Again, he has 2 more scenes after this. And that's about it. And so they go to this ancient city on, like, the border of China. I believe it's called... Let's see what it's called. It's called... the Wild Goose Gate. The Wild Geese Gate. I want to call it Goose Gate. They go to the Wild Geese Gate. It's a ruined fortress that needs to be repaired because it's constantly being attacked by different empires and armies all the time. And the Chinese emperor's like, look, you gotta fucking fix this. All right, we can't have people invading us every time we want to get our precious silk and spices and herbs and everything else. And they send Jackie Chan and his boys there, and it's run by a schmuck who doesn't really know what the fuck he's doing. But thankfully, and this is the part that's weird, so they get Jackie Chan there. He knows exactly what's going on. He knows everybody. He's like, hey, we got to help these guys because there's an accident. Let's go get that guy water. Again, emphasizing what a nice guy Jackie Chan is throughout this film. And then eventually the warden of the prison, again, it's very nebulous because it's a work camp. It's a labor camp. But then pretty much anyone's allowed to do what they want to do. And the warden's like, okay, I want to talk to you, Jackie Chan, about what you're doing here. I'm going to tell you what your responsibilities are. We got to repair this city for the emperor. And I don't want any lip from you. And Jackie Chan's like, yeah, no problem, man. I'm all about peace. I'm all about that peace. And then Well, this is all going on. We immediately cut outside because of the ancient city fortress, the Wild Goose Gate, as I like to call it, because we have a Roman legion heading their way. And they're like, oh shit, that's serious. And who's leading this Roman legion, chat? John Cusack. And we don't know why. We don't know why this Roman legion is out on the tail end of the Chinese mainland. It's very bizarre. But, you know, John Cusack's guy, his second in command, says, listen, the troops are exhausted. Some of them are dying. They're sick. They need food. They need water. What are we going to do? And John Cusack says, well, see that goddamn city over there? We're going to murder everyone inside of it and take it for ourselves. And everyone went, yeah, that sounds good. So it's setting up the dichotomy between Jackie Chan and John Cusack, chat. Jackie Chan all about peace. John Cusack's like, fuck it, we're going to kill everyone in there and take it for ourselves. I was like, okay, we have our villain of the film, right? At least we think we have the villain of the film. More shall be revealed shortly. And so, again, we immediately cut back to the ancient city fortress, Wild Goose Gate. And Jackie Chan apparently just took everything over because now he's leading the troops. He's even leading the warden's troops. It's like, okay, this is what we got to do. You got to position yourselves, all these guys across the wall, archers everywhere. I'm going to ride out and see what's going on here. Oh, also I'm going to don this ancient armor of my idol, who apparently died there. And he's like, you know, it's kind of a holy site, a holy relic. And he dons the armor of his idol. He marches out there to meet John Cusack. Both John Cusack and Jackie Chan, they have a few words. You know, they're trying to understand each other's languages, man. You know, John Cusack, he knows a little bit of Mandarin. Jackie Chan, a little bit of English, a little bit of broken English, but they understand each other. Like, you know, John Cusack's like, I want to go in there. Jackie Chan says, no. And John Cusack then says, okay, I'm going to kill you. And then they start fighting. They start wrestling, chat. But again, Jackie Chan, he doesn't want to kill John Cusack. He is a man of peace. And I'll give John Cusack this, or at least John Cusack's stunt double, his fight choreographer, who actually did the scenes, because this is a fun little action scene. I kind of like, there's a lot of good sword play in this movie. I think it was pretty fun. The only issue I have with it is that they use so much goddamn slow motion where it's just completely unnecessary. I know that's a hallmark of Chinese kung fu films and Chinese action movies. And I mean, a lot of action films, but I mean, in the day and age that we live in right now, with stuff like, you know, John Wick, you know, which I know, I mean, that's kind of like, to me, the pinnacle right now of what a action-focused action film should be, where it's about the fight choreography and things, and it's not slowed down. You see everything, and it looks realistic. Anytime we see there's a lot of slow motion, it kind of takes me out of it. It's like, all right, well, this doesn't look as cool. You think it looks cool, but it doesn't. But John Cusack and Jackie Chan, they're kind of evenly matched. They're blow for blow, or sword for sword in this case. Now, meanwhile, all the way behind them is a goddamn sandstorm brewing, and you know, Jackie Chan sees it, and John Cusack's like, fuck that sandstorm. I gotta kill you and get my troops in there. Jackie Chan's like, whoa, okay, let's take it easy. Let's take it easy. We got a sandstorm out here. If it comes for you, you're all gonna die. You're all gonna suffocate out here, and that'll be terrible. And, because Jackie Chan sees over his shoulder, I see you got a sick kid over there. A sick, dying kid. We actually met a couple minutes ago before the fight started. And by the way, guys, this kid, who we learn is actually the heir to the Roman throne, I believe, or the council, heir to the Roman council, which council singular, is one of the worst child actors I've ever seen in my entire life. Every single scene he's in, he sucks all the life out of the room with his dialogue and his delivery. He is terrible. And the scene when we first see him in, when John Cusack, that's why John Cusack got on the run. He's protecting this little kid who is very sick, he's blind, and he can't act. And John Cusack, when you see him interacting with this kid, all the life and just the pleasure of life, I like to call it, Chad, the pleasure of life is sucked out his face. Because John Cusack is trying to have a moment with this kid, and this kid is giving him nothing. You don't sense any warmth. It's just defeat and anguish. And that helps with him just being exhausted because he's been leading his troops through a goddamn Chinese desert for I don't know how many fucking months. A long time, I expect, chat. But you could just tell, like, this kid is the absolute worst, but he has to take care of him because this is what's propelling the movie. This is when the big plot thing's going to come in a few minutes. And so he's like, all right, okay, what do you propose, Jackie Chan? Jackie Chan says, listen, I'll help you. I'll help your army. I'll help your kid. You come inside, but you don't cause any ruckus. No wrestling. And John Cusack's like, fuck yeah, man, let's do it. Throws the sword in the ground. Jackie Chan throws the sword in the ground. They're at peace. They're at terms. They get in there. And the Roman army's doing pretty well. They're just chilling, just eating their food, and just relaxing. You got the multiple other cultures and armies and prisoners just all mingling. That's the thing, Chad. It's supposed to be like a prison complex, but it's really not. Because anyone can do anything they want. And apparently they have an infinite amount of food to feed another additional 1,000 men. It's like, okay, sure, whatever. And horses and everything else. And John Cusack, he's just relaxed now. He can finally take a break. He's just up there looking at the wonderful CGI horizon, that beautiful green screen with its terrible effects. And then Jackie Chan comes behind him and they start talking. They're starting to get to know each other. John Cusack is asking, I'm a man of Rome. I've been on the run and I'm not used to that. When it comes to being a Roman legionnaire, we're all about loyalty. We're about taking orders. That's our life. And so when we're on the run, like we are right now, I don't know what to do with myself. And Jackie Chan's like, kind of understand, but he says, okay, what's a life like a Chinese soldier? Are you like a Roman soldier? And this is when you see a lot of that Chinese jingoism coming in, because Jackie Chan says, we are fucking nothing like you. We are Chinese, and we all want peace. It's like, really? Is that really the case? Okay, I don't look. It's a Chinese production. Part of the film is funded by the state, and it's like, yeah, I see a lot of that coming in right now. I don't like that. I was like, okay, sure. Because, the Chinese government, especially modern day, they haven't caused any, atrocities in their time. No, of course not. But, they come to an understanding, I think, chat. And then we have John Cusack explain why he's on the run. He's protecting the heir of the Roman Empire. And the reason is because his older brother, played by Adrian Brody, who is the best mustache-twirling villain that I've seen in quite a while, tried to kill him. He kind of fucked in a really fucked up way. Because at first he just wanted to blind the kid, and he poured this goddamn vial of toxin in the kid's eyes. That's why his eyes are all fucked up and he's all wall-eyed. He can't see what the hell's going on at the time. Screeching, chat. But it's not like the good kind of screeching where it's like, oh no, the poor child. It's like, please shut him up kind of screeching. So just put a pill and just press down a little bit. Just knock him out. Just knock him out. Not endorsing murder, chat. Not endorsing child murder, but just make him go to sleep a little bit. A little faster. Just calm him down. Slow the breathing is all, chat. And so that's why John Cusack is on the run, because he was entrusted by the annoying kid and Adrian Brody's father to protect this kid. Because Adrian Brody, everyone knew he's a fucking asshole. No one likes him. And Adrian Brody's dad's like, I want my younger annoying son to take the throne because everyone loves this kid. Everyone loves him. No one knows that he's annoying. And Adrian Brody's like, you know what? Fuck that. I want the throne. I don't care if people like me. He's very confident in himself, Chad. It's like, better to be feared than loved. And he does that in spades throughout the entire film. And so, yeah, he tried to kill his brother. John Cusack's like, fuck that, takes the kid. And they've been running for months. And here we are. We are here with them. Oh! Shawnee Boo, thank you for the subscription. And welcome to the stream. How you doing tonight? Austin and Chris wants to kill a kid. If you saw this movie, you kind of would too. But then we get some additional bonding throughout the film, because apparently the warden of the prison gets a missive from the Chinese emperor. In the missive, the Chinese emperor says, okay, you've been trying to build the Wild Goose Gate for some time now, this new city, this new forbidden border city. I'm going to give you 15 days to finish, and if you don't finish, I'm going to kill you and everyone else in the prison. And everyone went, oh my God, what the fuck are we going to do in 15 days? We got to build a city in 15 days. Well, here's the thing. We just have an additional 1,000 plus men and a John Cusack to help. Because John Cusack, he speaks perfect Mandarin, apparently. They eventually learned to understand each other's languages very quickly, chat, very quickly. And Jackie Chan's like, listen, man, we're all going to die. We need to build this city. You want to live. You're on the run right now. Can you help us out? And John Cusack and Jackie Chan have been bonding at this point for quite a bit. John Cusack's like, you know what? We'll fucking help you. We will do it. But he does request some stuff from Jackie Chan specifically. He wants additional troops to when he has to fight Adrian Brody. And Jackie Chan's like, deal. Let's do it, man. And so, this is when we get the montage, Chad. This is when we get the fucking bonding. Arm in arm. Roman legionnaire with Chinese swordsmen. All we're just having a blast building this ancient city. Now, fear is a great motivator, because that's what's motivating them for the most part, Chad. But they don't acknowledge it. Ooh. Show! Thank you so much for the, what is that? The 600 biddies. Thank you. We love them to twerk. Chris last night. Hey, I was twerking a few minutes ago too, man, before I started my review. Tell him, chat. I was shaking it. Shawnee Boo good. I didn't want to leech anymore. Chan, why aren't you fucking donating, Chad? For those that need context, Corey and I were talking about a now infamous streamer. Is it Bad Bunny? Is that her name? Where, like, you know, she was streaming for like an hour, and then she was like just talking shit and just demeaning her chat for like an extended period of time. It was the worst. And I said that's like the dark side streaming. Those are like the narcissistic, selfish streamers out there, chat. And it was like it's a bad representation of the Twitch community. But again, thank you. I always say this. Oh, Butters Faced. Oh, that's a good name. Butters Faced. 1, 2, 3. Thank you for the follow. You're my Huckleberry. Welcome to the stream. As I always say, guys, I always say this. The fact that you're here just watching, that you're just viewing my stream, I appreciate that infinitely. That means so much to me. If you're able to donate, if you're able to sub, I really appreciate that too. But it's not necessary. It's never necessary. And I just want to make that clear to all you guys. Just you being here, you just watching me, that's been a huge help. Because honestly, that's been the thing that I needed most, actually, just meeting new people. You know, again, every new viewer helps me get closer to partner. And eventually to doing this for a living. And so that is what I really appreciate. It's just you guys being here and watching this ridiculous content. So thank you so much. Seriously, thank you, guys. Here's a drink. Here's to you, Chet. May the wings of liberty never lose a feather. All right. So where was I? Oh, yeah. So montage. You know, they're arm in arm. They're building this goddamn city. And then we start to get the bonding between the Chinese troops, between the Roman legionnaires, between all the other different cultures. You know, they're doing their little dances together, showing off their moves and everything. You know, like the next 20 minutes of this film is just montages, chat. Of them hanging out, of them eating, of them laughing, of them fighting and doing matches. That's a lot of that. You know, and then, again, it's super cheesy. It really doesn't fit. Again, they all seem to understand each other's languages at this point. It's like, okay, historical accurate. I'm taking the movie at face value while watching it. But thinking about it now, it's like, yeah, I don't think this is very accurate. And then finally, guys, on the 15th day, after all this bonding, fucking John Cusack, Jackie Chan just hanging out with each other, liking each other, they build the goddamn city. They finish, and they all go, woo! I mean, they do a woo. I mean, they're just running around. They're doing the whole fucking, you know, Rocky Balboa, Carl Weathers just, jumping around in the water. Just, yay! Just having a grand time. Epic music behind them. Shaking hands, hugging each other. Because over those 15 days, those 2 weeks, plus an additional 24 hours, they bonded and they became friends. It's a very emotional moment in the film. And John Cusack's looking at Jackie Chan, Jackie Chan's looking at John Cusack, and they go, thumbs up, thumbs up. That's what happened. Historically accurate, chat. But they completed the Goose Gate City, and now Jackie Chan's got to complete his end of the bargain. He's like, okay, John Cusack, I'm going to help you out. I'm not going to let Adrian Brody kill this kid, your ward, who's incredibly annoying, but we all love him. I'm not going to let him hurt you or let him hurt your army. So we're going to go off in separate directions. We're not going to travel together. We have to divvy up our troops to go all these different places and recruit people. And John Cusack, you know what? That's a great idea. I love it. Let's not travel together. Let's not have just a large force where we can be very protected. Jackie Chan's like, great. So Jackie Chan, he goes back home to his lovely wife, the school teacher, and John Cusack goes to a new city somewhere along the border with Jackie Chan's right-hand man. I told you about, chat, the super trustworthy right-hand man who didn't get arrested despite being a part of the Silk Road Protection Squad. He goes with him. And so Jackie Chan goes to his city, and it's fucking under attack by the Chinese emperor's troops. He's like, what happened? What's going on? Apparently, there's been some manipulation. A conspiracy is afoot, chat. They're saying that Jackie Chan betrayed the emperor and betrayed mainland China. And so the emperor went, all right, well, fuck him and everyone else. We're going to attack your stupid unnamed city, and we're going to kill all the kids. And so that's what they try to do. Jackie Chan's protecting the kids. His wife's there. She's trying to protect the kids, too. But, one of the stupid fucking kids falls behind, as typical. They have little feet shit. They got widow legs, and they can't run fast enough. The wife's like, shit, all right, I'm going to go out there. She goes out there, grabs the kid, fucking arrows to the back, chat. Looks like a goddamn porcupine. She does it well. She takes it. She's like, oh boy, this is not good. Those are not coming out. And Jackie Chan's like, fuck my wife. And he takes a goddamn table. He runs out there hustling, puts it behind himself, protecting the wife, gets her out of the way, and the kid fucking pushes him. That fucking kid. And then later on, the wife's dead. She took too many arrows, chat. She died via porcupine. Because you can't survive that, man. Too many arrows. And especially, they're just so deeply embedded. And she's little, too. And so she bled out pretty quick. So she's gone. And Jackie Chan's like, fuck, it was a trap. What's going on? And then we cut back to John Cusack and see what he's doing with Jackie Chan's right-hand man. And he gets betrayed. That's what happens, Chad. He's looking for more men, but it was fucking Jackie Chan's right-hand man. He's the one that helped set up the conspiracy that got the original Silk Road Protection Squad arrested. And so they kill John Cusack's legionnaires, his fellow Romans, and they capture him. And then, chat, the mustache twirler himself enters the picture, Adrian Brody, who gives, I mean, again, Adrian Brody's been in some bad shit over the years. You know, I feel kind of sorry for him because early on in the 2000s, like, he started out really, really well. You know, fucking Oscar-winning performance and, you know, The Pianist. Been in a number of other films, smaller, you know, movies that I always thought he was really good in. But this is when he's like, I just need the money, man. I have a lot of kids. I gotta pay alimony. I have several houses I have not paid off. I need that money, honey. And so he's given the mustache twirling performance that he was destined to give. And he captures John Cusack and he starts talking shit. He starts revealing his master plan. Yeah, I betrayed my father. Father's dead, by the way. He died off screen. I tried to kill my brother. Little moment on that. Oh! Zana34, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. You're my Huckleberry. Welcome. Hope you enjoyed the review. He was some hot shit for quite a while, Chris Ayers. Yeah. Predator. I liked him in Predators. Inappropriate comedy. Ooh, yeah. See, there you go. Shit like that. But he starts revealing his master plan to John Cusack. He got him chained up. Not in, you know, a crucifixion chat, but similar. A little similar. And he's revealing everything. Yeah, I tried to kill my brother, tried to blind him and all that, because I should be emperor. Man, I can be feared and not loved, and I'm fine with that. That's what the Roman Empire needs. In order to expand and continue on, we need to expand. We got to control the Silk Road. I'm doing this for all you guys. But it's okay if you hate me, because I love Rome. Junkie's like, you're full of shit, man. You're doing this for yourself. And then Adrian Brody's like, I mean, to a certain degree. But then here's the kicker, Chad. This is the thing that, again, is supposed to be an incredibly emotional moment because it's revealed that Adrian Brody fucking murdered the little annoying kid early on in the film. And it cuts back to this flashback, and it is terrible. There's also this other character in the film. He's very brief. He's like John Cusack's assistant and the slave man. I'm going to call him the slave man, chat. He's like the servant/slave man to the little emperor annoying kid. Oh, Plubius. His name's Plebs. His name's Plebs, chat. And he's holding the kid. He's like, you can't take him. I won't let you hurt my master. And the kid says, I'm not joking. Just that wail. It's like, okay, just kill him. Just end it, please. And they're up on a big they're like on the highest peak of the highest mountain in the city or whatever, in the highest building. Fucking Adrian Brody's like, yeah, let's fucking do it, man. And, you know, the guy's like walking back towards the edge. He's like, oh, master, what are we to do? Kid says, Adrian Brody's like, oh, I can you know what? I don't even have to fucking lift a finger. And he does a cool move. He does a pretty cool move where he's just looking at him. He's got a knife in hand. He goes, and the slave man goes, oh shit, and fucking just takes a header right off, a backwards header off this cliff, chat. But, and again, terrible CGI background as they're falling to the fucking CGI ground. And they have this music playing, but you still hear the kid going, the entire time. It's like two things that don't need to go together. Just, That's what happens, Austin. I swear to God. And so that fucking kid and the slave man, they're dead, chat. We don't see him die, but they're heading towards that CGI background. We know what's going to happen. Fucking splush. Fucking splash everywhere, man. Little kid guts and everything else. But it was worth it because he's out of the picture now. Chris Ayers knows. Chris Ayers knows. Do they do that? They do that. And John Cusack's going, ah! He's very upset about it. Again, a lot of emotion. Plus, this is the point of the movie that John Cusack's like, oh, fuck, man, just give me the check. Just let it end, all right? How many scenes do I have to be doing this with you? It's terrible. And Adrian Brody's fucking trolling that mustache the entire time, doing the little evil laughter and everything, monologuing, revealing master plan, etc. But the thing that really sets John Cusack off is that Adrian Brody says, I know people hate me. They fear me. They need someone to be feared. But every time I look into the mirror now, I see you, John Cusack. And John Cusack, that sets him up. It's like, fuck you. Don't compare me to you. I'm nothing like you. And, Adrian Brody's like just laughing. And then right before that, he pulls out a knife. It's like, okay, let's start playing. And it's like, oh, shit, what's going to happen? We don't know. We don't know for several more scenes, chat. We cut back to Jackie Chan, his boys. Wife's fucking dead. Gets over it pretty fucking quickly. Oh, that's the thing that happens. He's eventually saved by the Huns and the lady who wanted to bed him. Because Shields reveals that when you took my veil off, we're fucking married now. You just gotta bed me. You gotta start putting babies into me right now. So as soon as I'm done saving you, and we start, fighting Adrian Brody, baby time. And he's like, all right, well, I lost a wife, so sure, why not? And they realize, okay, so we gotta go back to the ancient city fortress, because that's where they're holding everybody now that we were building, the ancient West Goose Gate. That's where Adrian Brody's putting all the Roman legionnaires, all the different other cultures and their armies. We got to go there. We got to save them. We got to infiltrate in there. And so he comes up with a plan, gets everyone arrested, along with some of the other Romans that he's with. And, they do a little that drunken master kung fu fighting, a little slip of the hand type things. They grab a key. Eventually they get back to the ancient city. They bust out, very comical Jackie Chan-esque way. They get all the troops together. They start fighting. But again, he starts to then instill his values into, the Roman legionnaires. They're like these guys who were bred to kill since they were fucking probably 8 or 10 years old. Train since they could first hold a sword in their hands, not to kill anybody anymore. It's like, you should be killing people now, okay? The stakes are this high, man. They're taller than you at this point, Jackie Chan. Don't start spreading that goddamn peace gospel right now. We got to save John Cusack. The Emperor kid is dead, all right? But then the Roman legionnaires are like, all right, we got to listen to Jackie Chan, man. He's one of us now. We have respect for him. And so, they're fighting their way to John Cusack because he's also being held in the ancient Goose capital city now. And Jackie Chan gets busted. He's like, oh, John Cusack, I'm here, man. He's like, starts to get the chains off. And John Cusack's like, oh, well, is that you? Is that you, Jackie Chan? And Jackie Chan looks down. And it's kind of fucked up, chat. Apparently, Adrian Brody gouged John Cusack's eyes out with a knife. And he's like, yeah. Earlier, I was like, oh, that's kind of funny. But he gouged his eyes out, and it's like, Jesus. Again, it goes from one goofy scene of Jackie Chan doing his drunken kung fu fight and everything, doing jokes, slapping people on the head, literally bonking people on the head. And then we see eyeless John Cusack. That's the next scene. Again, no tonal consistency whatsoever. I was like, that actually kind of got me. I was like, ooh. And he knew of eyes, too. That's just fucking gross and weird. Awesome. I'm going to pretend this is a prequel to Jackie Chan Adventure. Hey, man, it might be his ancestor for all we know. Historically accurate. These are based on true events. Why can't the Jackie Chan Adventures? It's just as realistic. Just throw a fucking dragon into there. And you'll be fine. And the talismans and things. So, John Cusack's like, listen. John Cusack starts giving Jackie Chan pecks. Hey, man, yeah, I know my eyes are gouged out. He seems to be kind of okay with it. But fucking blood's still pouring out of him, too. It's like, wow, that looks bad. I don't think I can help you. But listen. I give you, you are a Roman. You are a Roman here. You are my brother. You take command of my legion. You go out there and fight Adrian Brody, and you just try to save what you have. Because I failed in my mission. It's kind of sad, chat. I failed in my mission to protect the pleb kid, Emperor Plebus, and his annoying whale. He's gone. That's what Adrian Brody told me. Junkie's like, go live your life. Build your city with all your different cultures, living together in harmony. It's actually a positive message. Chat. And when this is happening, the fucking evil Roman legion comes in. They start pouring fucking hot oil everywhere, and it sets the place on fire. And Jackie Chan's like, fuck that, I don't like fire. And but he leaves John Cusack, and John Cusack's like, wait, please, don't make me burn to death. You can at least kill one person in this movie. Just put me out of my goddamn misery. But he basically says, send me home. I want to see Rome again. Then we get this wonderful, I shouldn't say wonderful, terrible CGI shot of Rome. N7, oh my man, N7. How you doing, brother? Thank you for the 5 biddies. From one N7 to another, thank you and welcome. How you doing? Quick question, would you fight either 100 supersized ducks or 10 duck-sized spiders? Either 100 spider-sized ducks or 10 duck-sized spiders. Oh, 100 spider-sized... Oh, wait, hold on. Fuck. Damn it. Well, that's a hard question, chat. Fight either 100 spider-sized ducks. Oh, no, 100 spider-sized ducks. I can crush those things. 100 spider-sized ducks, no question. Yeah, no, 10 duck-sized spiders, that's fucking terrible, man. That's a fucking horror movie. They'll get me. They'll get me, and that'll be it. They'll jump on me, they'll fucking inject their venom and lay their eggs on my body, and I'll fucking birth all the spider eggs. There'll be even more duck-sized spiders. Be a nightmare. No, 100 spider-sized ducks is the right answer. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, right there with you. Yeah, I'm right there with you, Chris Harris. But yeah, anyway, back to the film. And so... You know, Junkie's like, don't make me fucking burn alive here. And he sees the, you know, the horrible CGI shot of Rome that they show repeatedly throughout the film. It's terrible. It's really, really bad. He kind of, if they try to have their Gladiator moment, remember in Gladiator chat with Russell Crowe, and where he's like dying because of Joaquin Phoenix like stabbed him a whole bunch, and he's seeing like the fields of wheat, and he sees his wife and his child, son, I imagine, I'm gonna guess son, off in the distance, and he's coming home. He's walking towards them. This is not that. It tries to be that. It wants to be that. But it fails miserably. And then it's like Jackie Chan's like, all right, well, let's ignore that CGI cutscene right now. I'm going to grab this huge fucking crossbow and shoot you with it. And then he's like, and Jackie Chan's like, he can't do it. He doesn't want to kill anybody. But he bucks up, chat, as Jackie Chan needs to do. Aims, fucking fires. And then we get, again... They don't know how to handle these supposed to be sad scenes. Because as we see the slow motion, the terrible slow motion crossbow bolt heading towards John Cusack, we get the fucking opera lady from earlier. Just coming right towards him. And he's just like, this is taking a while, man. I can feel the flames nipping at me. And I was like, oh, the bolt's going to go like into his heart, right? It hits his heart. Death instantly. No, Chad. It goes into his fucking neck. It goes into his neck. Jackie Chan, what are you doing? And he just starts just fucking gurgling. Show, thank you. Thank you for the 500 biddies, sir. Sure. Chris, cheers. Looks like you're having fun. Hey, man, I am. We're getting into the good stuff with this movie. Oh, Chad, excuse me. My allergy has been acting up these last few days. But, you know, we got the fucking Ave Maria. Fucking gurgling. Just gurgling, Chad. Like, that's a slow goddamn death. You should just let him burn to death at that point. Maybe the fucking, the smoke and just the heat of the fire would have made him suffocate before, he would have died before he feel the horrible pain of the flames just covering his body. So you did not put him out of his misery. You made him more miserable, Jackie Chan. You failed. Excuse me, Chad. I gotta blow my nose. Apologies, guys. I don't know, my allergies have been acting up. So, yeah, John Cusack dies horribly. Jackie Chan feels pretty good about himself, though. He goes out there, starts fighting with the Roman legionnaires. They're all together. Fucking Adrian Brody's outside the city just fucking twirling that goddamn mustache, man, having a good time. But, while Jackie Chan basically gets the city, back to the state that it needs to be, pushing out the troops, they start running back to Adrian Brody. Fucking, a scene from Lord of the Rings happens, Jack, because Adrian Brody's like, all right, I see my troops running, we'll fucking get them, it's okay, don't worry about it, guys. But then he sees something coming out of the horizon, and it's like a fucking black cloud. And he's like, what the fuck is that? And it's the goddamn eagles from Lord of the Rings start flying in. In the same type of shot, too. And they start fucking dive bombing the troops. They just start dive bombing all these troops and scratching, a lot of eye gouging in this movie, Chad. Gouging the Roman soldiers' eyes, and they're just screaming. And it's supposed to be, again, like a cool epic moment. It's like, it's kind of horrifying. And everyone's like, well, that's fucking horrible. I don't want that to happen. And then we see over the ridge, We see the Huns, chat, and they got the little falcons. They're not eagles from Lord of the Rings, but they're falcons, and they've trained them to attack people. And they're flying back, and they have fucking meat and eyeballs, and they're like, yeah, you're so good. But then, along with the Huns, on the various other ridges, we see all the other armies who were, there, who were initially fighting, chat. They were fighting each other. But because of the Silk Road Protection Squad, because of Jackie Chan, by the way, Jackie Chan did a huge, emotional, terrible speech earlier on in the film, about 15 minutes ago. I didn't want to repeat it because it's just so obnoxious. It's just like, yeah, this didn't happen. I don't care what anyone said. This did not happen. And it brought everyone together. That fucking speech. So you know what? All these 36 different countries, 36 different empires, we're going to come together and fuck up Adrian Brody, because fuck that guy. We want our herbs and spices. We want our silver and jewels and gold and everything else in between, man. Can't let him fuck this up. Rome can't be in control of that. And so they all start attacking. Adrian Brody's like, oh shit, okay, we gotta hit this handle. We still outnumber them somehow. They still outnumber all these other armies, chat. And he's doing all the Roman strategery, taking them out, sword fighting, all these characters who we knew basically for maybe under 5 minutes. They all start getting stabbed repeatedly, dying. You know, it's like some good choreography's going on around here, but again, that fucking slow motion's coming in, and it just takes away from it. Just show it naturally. Show the chaos of all of these armies coming, to fight each other, or to fight this one big army. And I think there's a lot more weight to that. I think you would feel more invested. But you just don't, because, they try to make it epic, and it just fails. And they kill these characters. I mean, some of them do the fucking just blood, just fountains just coming out of their mouth, spitting it up everywhere, because you're getting stabbed repeatedly. Matter of fact, you had these 4 Roman soldiers just come up behind, between, they all flanked this one guy, and had all 4 of his shields on either side. So 2 to his right and left, and 2, 1 in front and 1 in back, and just stab. And he's like, ah! He's squealing. It's not good. But he's still up, though, Jay. Even after they're done stabbing, he's fucking wobbling and shit. And he's like, I'm going to kill you, Adrian Brody. Adrian Brody's like, nah, man. Nah, I don't think so. I forgot. And he kills him. But I forgot, Chep. Before what initiates all of this, actually, when Jackie Chan starts the attack, fucking Jackie Chan's right-hand man. I forgot about this guy, because you just do, because he's only been 2 scenes in the film. He's like, hey, man, I helped you out and everything, and yeah, everyone's fighting right now, but hey, man, you're going to give me what I deserve, right? And he's like, yeah, I'll give you what you deserve. And he's like, you know what? Actually, matter of fact, you're too much trouble. I'm going to give it to your right-hand man. His other right-hand man's like, I don't know about this. And they start attacking Adrian Brody. And so he kills one of the guys. He kills the other right-hand man. And then Jackie Chan's right-hand man, they're in a bit of a duel. At one point, Jackie Chan's right-hand man throws a sword at Adrian Brody, and Adrian Brody catches it. Like with the blade. He catches the blade in his hand, and there's not a mark. He didn't lose any fingers. He just fucking catches it, and then throws it right back at him. pulls a goddamn Jack Burton on him, chat. It's all in the reflexes, baby. But he didn't kill him, though. And then eventually, Jackie Chan's right-hand man, he starts running up, and then Adrian Brody cuts his fucking arms off, and that's it. That's the end of the duel. Fucking ridiculous. Oh, yeah. Okay, so after that, what happens next? Oh, yeah. All the armies are fighting each other. They're losing. Jackie Chan's been stabbed like about 15 times at this point. He keeps getting stabbed, but he keeps fighting because he's Jackie Chan. He knows what he's doing. He's the drunken master, after all. But then all of a sudden, this massive army, it's the fucking Rohirrim, chat, from Return of the King. They all ride up this huge big army, and apparently they're what are they called? The Parthians? Parthians, who apparently signed a peace deal with Adrian Brody's father over the Silk Road and says, all right, we're not going to fuck with the Silk Road, let's just leave it alone. And Adrian Brody was not aware of this. And he's like, oh, well, this puts me at a bit of a disadvantage. And the Parthian leader, this empress, also a very terrible actor. And she has an American, I know John Cusack has an American accent, but he's at least trying to attempt to talk in the same speak that you would expect, maybe, of an ancient, like a person that lived during these times. I mean, trying his best. I don't know, but this lady does not give a damn. She's delivering this really haughty dialogue, and it just doesn't work. And Adrian Brody's like, all right, let's shut the fuck up. All right, I'm gonna still be emperor, okay? I'm still gonna take everything over. And no one will oppose me, but there is one person who will oppose him, fucking Jackie Chan, despite him just leaking at this point, who could barely stand. And Adrian Brody goes, you know what? No, I'm not fighting you. This is a Roman squabble, and you're no Roman. But then Jackie Chan's boys, his Legionnaire bros behind him says, no, he is a Roman. Fucking John Cusack said, he is a Roman. He is like one of us. He is our brother. And so he represents our legion to fight you. And James Brody's like, all right, fuck it, let's go. And then he starts fighting Jackie Chan. By the way, Adrian Brody holds his own very well here. He's kicking Jackie Chan's ass. Jackie Chan's been stabbed too many times. He's fallen back and shit. That drunken master kung fu fighting, that's not helping at this point. Adrian Brody's too wise. Got a fucking sword in his bare hand, chat, and threw it at a guy. He's doing well for himself. He's kicking Jackie Chan's ass the entire time. And then eventually, fucking stabs him a good amount, kicks him on the ground. Jackie Chan's like, I don't know what to fucking do. I'm just going to kind of kneel here for a second and, you know, get my bearings. But then he gets hyped from all his boys, Chad. Everyone starts cheering him on. What's his name again? Jackie Chan. I'm going to call him Jackie Chan, Jackie Chan, Jackie Chan. And he gets motivated, chat. And then when fucking Adrian Brody's about to land the death blow, chop his goddamn head off, Jackie Chan puts up his arm. Adrian Brody brings down his arm, and his arm makes connect with Jackie Chan's. Fuck, his arm goes in a fucking 90-degree angle. It fucking breaks. Adrian Brody goes, ah! Just screams. He's like, well, that's an issue. Jackie Chan comes up there, and then grabs a knife or something, stabs Adrian Brody in the side, I believe? Yeah, he stabs in the side, but then Adrian Brody takes that out and stabs Jackie Chan in the side. And and Jackie Chan uses one of his arm guards that's been like sharpened because he's blocking the hits from Adrian Brody's swords to fucking slit part of his throat, like right there. Not enough to where it would kill him, but like he's bleeding a little bit. And they start wrestling, they're standing up and everything. And then it comes to part of the movie where I'm really confused about. Because maybe, I guess, Adrian Brody realized that, you know what? I think I'm the bad guy. I think I'm the baddie in this situation. And so he proceeds to then, even though they're like kind of in a gridlock, he takes the knife, the big fucking dagger that's embedded in Jackie Chan's side. He's like, oh, Jackie Chan doesn't stand a chance. He's too weak. He takes the dagger out of his side and like raises it, right? And he brings it close to Jackie Chan. But instead of stabbing Jackie Chan, he stabs himself. He went, bah, okay, I'm dead. And he falls down and he dies. And he starts singing this Latin song. Oh! Little star, how I wonder what you are. Ah! Zana, thank you for the 100 biddies. I really do appreciate it, guys. Seriously, welcome to the stream. In case you just stopped by, hope you're all doing very, very well. I'm almost done with the movie review, guys. We're coming up on the end here. So yeah, he stabs himself and he starts singing this song in Latin. And he has this flashback, or I guess he realized he was the bad guy the whole time. And you know what? Jackie Chan was right, guys. You know, all about this peace and loving your brother, no matter what the race or culture is, it's coming together. And Adrian Brody went, you know what? I've been wrong this entire time. Despite, you know, me murdering, you know, countless innocent people. Oh, by the way, also, Adrian Brody kills his old man general. He's like, you know, we should stop this. And he's like, nah, stabs him. Again, 5 minutes ago. But Adrian Brody, in this fight, finally realized, you know what? I'm in the wrong. I'm in the wrong. I'll take myself out for the sake of everyone watching this film. And he's dead. And, you know, everyone's like, all right, well, shit, what are we going to do now? We're going to build a fucking city, baby. We built this city. And that's what they do. They build the city, the Goose Gate Kingdom, and where everyone from Rome and China and everywhere in the Middle East and India and all the other European empires and Asian empires, the Huns, we all come together, man. We all live in harmony. And again, historically accurate, chat. This is what actually happened. Everyone came together, but it's been lost to history. No one knows the tale of Jackie Chan and the Goose Kingdom City. No one knows. And that's the film. Show. Yes, Asian cinema. That really is, man. I mean, it's super jingoistic. Yeah, although all those American actors, all those American and European actors, they got fucking killed. We made sure, Chinese were like, we're going to make sure to kill those motherfuckers. We're going to fuck them up. But yeah. I'll tell you this, guys. You know, I'm a little biased because I'm not the biggest fan of Chinese kung fu films. There's some I like. Like, I really enjoy a number of Bruce Lee's movies. You know, at least two of his films of that time that he did back in the 70s. I always forget like what's the names? Hold on, I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna look up the names. I always forget them. Oh, shit. Hold on. Bruce Lee films. There's two I actually like. I'm blanking on the names. Yeah, Enter the Dragon. Yeah, Enter the Dragon. And, what's the other one? Not Fist of Fury. What's the one with Chuck Norris? Is it Fist of Fury? It's the one with Chuck Norris. No, not it, man. Let's Enter the Dragon, the other one. I always forget the name of it. But yeah, so I'm not the biggest fan. But at the end of the day, guys, this is just... Wait, is it Way of the Dragon? Thank you, Iron Laser. I appreciate you. But yeah, this is just not a good film. It's super jingoistic. And look, there's American movies that are very jingoistic, but I think we... I'll call them out when they are like that. And much in the same way as this. It's not very well acted. Like, Jackie Chan's doing... He's fine. John Cusack, I think, is fine in the movie. Again, they're not getting anything to do, really. And then you just got some really bad performances. Adrian Brody is just fucking gnawing on scenery like a goddamn rat, being as villainous as possible. He comes off as super comedic. You have some really bad support. Anyone who just speaks English in this movie gives it, other than John Cusack, just does a really terrible job. Like, that kid, every scene he's in, he ruins. You don't care about him at all. You can't wait for him to die. That is not a feeling that you should have towards a character while watching it. You know, a character that his purpose is to, like, a big part of the movie is like, you have to protect this kid, and we all despise him. You're trying to engender goodwill towards a character no one likes because the kid's performance is so bad, because the direction is so bad. And just in a lot of ways, again, they just rely too heavily on CGI and slow motion. I think that takes away from a lot of the fight choreography. And there are sequences in this film where it is impressive. There's no doubt, because Jackie Chan was also the action director on here. And you see his skill come across a number of scenes, but it's all the technical things that kind of ruin it to a degree, And I just come away being a really frustrating, experience. A very frustrating watch. Where I was laughing at it at a few times, but not a lot, because most of the time it's just it's goofy in a way that's not even funny to a certain extent, and you're just kind of left with like just a bad film with occasional highlights where you can just laugh at it. So yeah, I would not recommend. If you want to watch it, but I would not recommend it. It's no Troll 2. It's no Mighty Morphin Power Rangers the movie, chat. But to each their own. But has anyone ever seen Dragon Blade? I am curious about it. Oh, yeah, he did the action directing, Doom. I think he was a producer on it too. Apparently, the movie it cost $65 million, and it made $120 million. So I guess it made somewhat of a profit. It was released in the United States in 2015 during September, so that wasn't gonna be a big hit. It made most of its money in China. Yeah. The Hun lady, yes, she's very pretty. She's beautiful. I assume her and Jackie Chan started making babies right afterwards, because she was adamant about the baby making. She's like, "Oh, fucking do it, man." So I guess that's what he did. He did it peacefully, though. He did it peacefully. Yeah, him and Johnny Knoxville. Yeah, him and Johnny Knoxville did a movie together. How would they build an ancient city, man? Through peace, through good terms, Austin. Hard work, man, and fucking music montages. That's how they do it. It goes by quick, and you got musical montages. I should review Skip Trace. So is that the one with Johnny Knoxville? Skip Trace. I can add that to the list. Now, guys, sometime towards the end of the stream, we'll vote on a couple movies. And you guys have been making a lot of good suggestions. I'll set up a poll. But for right now, again, I want to thank everyone for being here. Seriously, I'm going to be jumping back into Skyrim in a hot second. But again, guys, thank you for your generous donations, for the biddies, the hosts, the subscriptions, the follows. Again, welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a blast. Like, literally would be a new city. Yeah, they built a new city, man. But it's lost to history, lost to the sands of time. And they found some Roman and Chinese manuscripts that had, it was like Latin and Mandarin combined. I was like, whoa, this is weird. So, and apparently it's based, again, this is not a historically accurate film, but there were times when Rome and China did have connections with each other, apparently, on the Silk Road. So there is that. Yeah. But guys, I'm just going to take a brief break. I'm going to refill my beverage. I need some more alcohol, especially after that goddamn description. Hope you enjoyed the review. I'll be back in just a minute. Entertain yourselves amongst yourselves, and we'll start playing that Skyrim.